I've been trying a few different things to get this water heater to run. I get the pilot to go, and then I can have the flame go nicely for a little while. Then after about a minute, maybe 2 minutes, it just shuts off. So I'm kind of troubleshooting that, and I figure that maybe it could be an issue with the thermocoupling here, or a problem with the controller itself. The thermocoupling maybe isn't that difficult to replace, and I can't imagine that this thermostat or this controller is really that expensive. But I'm leaning more towards just taking this whole unit out at this point, and maybe going with an easier option. We'll see how long the flame goes this time. And I can adjust the flame, make it a more white flame or a blue flame that is more intense. And there it goes, it shuts off. So I'm not exactly sure why it's shutting off. But it's kind of been a headache here, and I feel as though just removing the whole unit and going with something a little bit more simple for kind of an outdoor shower might be the easiest way to go right now. I drained the water out of the tank, I turned off the propane, and I'm getting ready to take this hot water heater out. So far with this camper, everything has worked fantastic. The refrigerator ran perfectly on gas and electric. The solar panels are working well to charge the batteries, and the electrical system's working great. The furnace fired up right away. So I'm still really happy with everything for the camper that I bought for less than $600. But after putzing with this for some time now, I'm ready to give up on the hot water heater and kind of simplify some of the plumbing on the inside and take care of some of those leaks. I do think that this hot water heater was a little bit of overkill too for this camper, especially now that there is no indoor shower. I'm not exactly sure what I'll end up with on the outside. Probably just some small, like, separate unit, that propane unit for heating water. That would just really be used for quick outdoor shower. We don't really need to, I don't think that we really need to rely on too much hot water on the inside. I don't feel like we're going to be doing many dishes in here. When I go camping, I like to use paper plates. I like to use paper plates at home. Less dishes that way too. Maybe someone's got an idea on what's going on with this hot water heater. Maybe you've ran into some issue like this before. I'd like to know if someone does have an idea. And then I could fix it and use it somewhere else, maybe up at the cabin. How far on is this thing? There. Got the gas disconnected. Let's just pull through that hole when I pull it out. whenever you have a plumbing project, just buy every single connection in the store. You never know what you're going to use. You can always return this stuff later. Now for this plumbing project, it was pretty fantastic because I could just sit right here at the table, drink my coffee. I didn't have to jam myself in the space underneath the sink. And that's where this is going to end up, right underneath the sink. What I have is a connection here that will connect me to the 3/8 inch line, the supply line that's coming from the tank in the front. So I can make that connection and get my cold water supply. From there it can go to the sink, up this way, or to the hot water heater. From the hot water heater it can go back and then go up the sink this way, or I can position these valves so that the water can flow out this way and to what is the city water connection, like that regular inlet that you have on the side of the camper. I'm going to use that for connecting my shower. But it can also become an inlet still too. If I just flip these valves that way, then the water can come in and flow through the system like it does from the tank. That should work out fairly smooth, and I think having just one outlet or outlet/inlet on the side of the camper is kind of nice because it's less holes, less space for water to possibly enter. And this whole setup seems like it should be fairly compact and should work pretty smooth. This is the setup under the sink after I made the connections. The only connections I didn't make were to the hot water heater because I don't have the hot water heater yet. I did end up ordering a small electric hot water heater that has a little bit of a storage capacity. So it's not an on-demand one that uses a lot of energy. This one's actually it only operates on 1500 watts. So I believe that it could be operated on the inverter or on the generator if we were connected to that. I'm excited to see how it's going to work, but maybe it's a good thing that I didn't get it yet because it's not a great time of year in Wisconsin to be testing these water lines. We still got about probably 2 more months of potential freezing weather. But I will give an update when I get it in. Eventually I'll get some caulk around this too, and maybe I'll end up with a treated piece of wood out here too. But for right now I just want to get a board up so that I can kind of prevent some of the cold air from getting in and help get the camper dried out and heated up. I am happy that I got rid of the hot water heater that was in this space. It gives me some storage on the inside where I could maybe put some cooking stuff in this space or some bedding. And then in the bathroom, I have storage for toilet paper. Or maybe even for sawdust or for lime to help with the composting toilet. I'm definitely very happy that I finally sealed off this area after I was able to get the hot water heater out and get rid of the gas line that was run to this spot. Now it's like the major construction stuff in the camper is over with. Now it's just more of the kind of the tedious things, like painting.